Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Road to 3000, Part 5, where we will be playing Rapid Time Control. The current rating is 2545. Our goal is to get as close as possible to 3000 rating. We will play the time control of 10 plus 0. Wish me luck, and without further ado, let's get right into that. Yesterday was quite an interesting journey. We had a relatively big amount of cheaters as well, but this time hopefully we will play against less and it will be more successful. So we have e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. Let's go for the 4 knights. It's an interesting setup. And one of my favorite tricky option into fast time controls, a3. d5 is an interesting version, but that leads to bishop b5, and usually there are some tricks in the center of the board. Depends on how he responds now. Let's say if he takes d takes e4, that leads to knight e5. If he goes for something like knight takes e4, now that move, as I remember, was a mistake because of knight e5. And after queen d6, I've got to play d4. So the idea is that my development is super fast and his pieces are kind of getting untangled. Here we can even make a castle. And in case he decides to go for queen e5, I'll go for rook e1, which actually looks nice, no problem at all, because I'm going to pin the queen back. On the other hand, there are some threats coming down to his king. I'm not sure exactly how he is planning to proceed further. Let's see what he got. Many threats. Knight is pinned. If queen takes, I go rook e1. If knight e4, there is rook e4. Otherwise, some moves like bishop f4 is on the way, with the threats of knight c6 and also getting closer to the king, maybe knight g6, knight f7, some of it. And overall, we are doing fine. It's a difficult position already for him. Not many good moves. If, let's say, he decides to take on c4, we can try to grab on d6. Let's say bishop d6, even knight c6 ideas will be in there. And yeah, well, this looks tough. Bishop d7, this move I expected actually. I thought of something direct like bishop f4. If he takes, I take it back with the bishop, and I don't think he's happy with the outcome. That could be a move. So let's say if he takes, I grab it, goes there, rook e1. Well, if I get the queen, I'm definitely a happy camper there. So on the other hand, if he tries to go for a long castle, can I try to sneak in the rook just like that? I think I can do that. So let's go for bishop f4. There are some deadly threats. Thank you for the follow, Kims. Welcome on board. Yeah, many threats. Knight e5, bishop e5. Usually in such structures on a3, going for the d5 looks very logical. Because when your opponent plays some sidelines, kind of a3, h3, etc., the most really weird thing that they just go for it. But striking in the center is a typical idea. We just go for bishop d5. And there are some good options, but the one what he chose is not really nice. It's a shame you will never be a GM. I burst in tears when I saw your chess. It's like Mozart's on the board. Thank you, Mivsako. Appreciate it, man. Maybe I will try it in the future. Still haven't given up on it yet. Thanks. And he resigned. We just got the win into just 10 moves. My opponent is definitely in shock. And he doesn't want to play with me anymore. Okay, that was a quick one. I really believe that we will be seeing something similar in the future too. This structure. So I attack the knight on c6, he moves it up, d4, e takes d4, castle, and if bishop d7, bishop f4 actually is a correct idea. Here he still has got some options though, it's not like a dead end, but he just decided to give up because it was already annoying. Knight e5, bishop e5, if he decides to go queen e5, I go rook e1. If he moves the queen away, I don't know where, I'll just take here, here, and his king just will suffer. Okay, quick, nice win, and we went over 25-50, which is a good news. Thank you, Papa, for the follow. Welcome. Let's go for the next game. Kerimbaev Nurlan. Looks like an old account, so let's go for d4, d5. Garatka, it's for the follow. Develop the pieces, and let's try Queen's Gambit accepted. Knight c3. Okay, that's an interesting approach, actually. Trying to get the control over the center right away. I can try a6 and then b5 ideas. Or let's go with e6 and then b5. Many options. Let's go with e6. Might be the best shot. If e3, I'll try c5. If bishop goes on c4, a6. This is a standard version. You might be seeing it every single Queen's Gambit accepted version. It's so typical. So our plan is just to finish the development on the queen side first, make sure that we get the space over there, and then we want to do the other side of the board. Hi there, hello, Baptiste Tayson and Ray. How are you doing, guys? a3, let's try b5. Let's kick the bishop out. Was he really planning to tack it that all the way down on a2? I'm okay with that. Bishop a2. Okay, how do we proceed further? I can play knight d7. Just claim that everything is absolutely fine, and I think I'm going to do that as well. Bishop can go on e7 or d6 next, followed by a short castle, and get a playable position. d5. I somewhat expected that he would try this breakthrough. So here is how I'm going to handle it. I take, knight takes, and how about I go c4, completely block this bishop, and just force the matters. Let's go c4. We already attacked the knight on d5 in the center. Do you recommend against Queen's Gambit as playing Decline Austro Variation since it's tricky and my level is 1200? That is definitely a good shot, Ray. I would recommend it, yes. So the question is, whenever he takes, do we take it with the queen or with the knight? 3000 ELO in Rapid, not only in Rapid, okay, in Rapid it's a bit of an exaggeration. We definitely would love to get it in Blitz, which is achievable, but we are warming up to the Rapid. We're trying to get as far as possible into the Rapid type control. How, isn't there just cheaters? Yes, there are many, and we're just trying to avoid them. I really want to bring this Rapid, culture back, and try to avoid the cheaters, if I can, of course. Okay, e4 he has got. Thank you, El Sahar, for the follow, and 00002. Thanks for the gifts, man. Appreciate it. e4. Hang on, what do I do now? That's the question of the day. Do I grab on d5? I'm not a big fan of it. How about I just develop the bishop? It is a possibility. But why don't I try to capture the pawn? You know what I'm saying? Let's say I take, he takes back, and I go knight f6. Okay, rook e1 I understand, but I've got this bishop e7 later. Or is it just too much, I'm asking? I really would like to take this pawn on d5. Okay, this is one option. Can I try something else? Let's say knight c5, but that leads to bishop g5, maybe, potentially. I'm not sure exactly how to play. But you know, I still want to go for... On the other hand, it looks quite risky. Hello, s7. To go after this knight. But I feel like I still have to play something like knight c5. It's just quite tough to arrange the pieces after rook e1, bishop e7, queen e2, and all the stuff coming up. Not so nice. Thank you for the gift, s7. Win for the game interesting, I'll subscribe. Okay, Ray. We've got a deal. I'll attack the pawn on e4. And now if he takes it, I'll grab it back with the queen. There is some action happening already at this point. His bishop is terribly located on a2 though. I really wish he could activate it. Do you know who I am, coach? No, actually, based on the account name, no. Okay. So we attack the pawn on e4. Knight f6. I'll take it back with the queen. Okay, I think I have an idea already. Based on sending these flowers. Knight f6, queen f6. If I have enough time, I would love to take, of course, on d5. I think he's in a challenging position right now. You know, there is a move like bishop g5, which I think will lead to knight takes e4. Okay, he took on f6. Alright, that was expected. I think queen takes will be preferable. It's not about avoiding the queen straight. Okay, thank you, Mohammed. Thank you. Appreciate it. So now we want to bring the rook on d8. The pawn on e4 is under attack as well. And overall, it looks nice. Just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. You're not Mohammed. Okay, who are you then? Mohammed used to do that a lot. Alright, I'm back. e5. Saeed, okay. Saeed, how are you doing? How was the last game, by the way? I only saw the first part of it at the club, what you played. So after e5, what do we have now? Bishop f3, with later takes, I capture. Probably he will include this, I take it. Looks fine, but do I really have to trade the queens? Is it really that mandatory though? Okay, let's see if we have... other options? What other options we might have? Let's take our time. How about I just move the queen away and just continue the game, like bishop e7, rook coming here. I think he will try to include the bishop into the game. That would be a wise decision. Let's turn the music on. Guys, can you hear the music on the background? Play now, Alien Gambit. Yeah, I know the result, actually, Said, but what was going on? Like, any good chances? Line again. Alien Gambit? No, we don't play, actually. Alien Gambit has his own author, which does it regularly, so we will not take the credit from him. You can hear it. Sweet. So it works out well. Okay, just a moment, guys. Let me fix something. Okay. All set, I believe. Yes, okay, bishop e3. He wants to challenge my knight. We can include the rook into the action. I wouldn't say no to that. Most likely he will lift the queen up. Where are you from? I'm from Georgia. Originally, but living and basically doing all the activities in Abu Dhabi. 94. That would be blocking my bishop, which I really want to use. Thank you for the follow, Abdimu Dalip, General Gorgori. Welcome, welcome. Okay, what do we have now? I can just simply finish the development too, actually, which is not too bad. I really like the placement of the knight on c5, covering up a lot of key squares. And I really need to make a castle as soon as possible. I could maybe try to go for some sneakier moves like knight d3, etc., but my pieces are not activated yet, so that's the catch. See you later, coach, I have class. See you around, Said. Enjoy. It's Europe and Asia, yes, both. Name of the music. Name of the music is The Story So Far from Xperia. Bishop b1. Okay, I need to activate the queen where? There or there actually is more convenient, I think. h5 looks better. Thank you for sharing, Satoshi, the live stream. Abu Dhabi, my country. Love my country. Very good. Very good, Sam. Thanks, bro. I'm very excited to learn chess. Here we go. Feel free to tune in to the live streams and you will be learning a handful of things. So we maintain pressure on this guy. We would like to go for short castle too. Let's see how he reacts. It's getting lower on time as well. We accept follower challenges, not on the stream. Thanks Ahmed Walid for the follow. Castling in this position, good or bad? Actually, it's good, and I need to go for it at some point. His pieces are not that aggressive towards my king, so it should be fine. But mostly concerning part is that he burns a lot of time though. Okay, e6, he wants to open up the files. That to me is a strange decision. You know why? Because after I make some moves like castle, he still can go e7, can't he? Actually, it's possible though. Interesting. How about I try to take this guy? If he takes, I'll take it with the king. But this trade will be bad for him because there's rook d2 at the end. Otherwise, if g takes, I have got some ideas on my sleeves, so it's fine. Let's take on f3. This is random online chess. King takes f7. If he grabs it, I'm going to take it with the queen, trade it off. Let's trade it, and this is the annoying part. I think he will not like it at all. Rook d2, and I'm going after his b2 pawn. Pieces just look bad, and these pawns are running down the board relatively freely as well. I'm new, I need advice. Hey sir, any advice? Okay, do. Best thing what you can do if you're new to chess is to use some of the free tools, let's say on Lichess or on Chess.com. They have like teaching, for example, how the pieces are moving to learn some basics. After you more or less master it, try to play some games online, have a bit more fun. It has a good educative systems actually to get some basis knowledge on these websites. And later, if you want to proceed further and learn more and more, of course, you can already go for the website modernchess.academy and check out. There are plenty of courses what I have created from the level of roughly 800 points all the way to 2200 as well. So I'm sure it is for everyone. You will enjoy it. A4. Can we go for rook b2? Takes is possible. On the other hand, I can try b4 and keep the rook busy. Question is, do I want it? Maybe not. It's unnecessary. Let's just grab it. Should be good enough. Bishop e4. Okay, I see that his bishop is getting activated, but my rook is not doing badly either, right? Coming up all the way to d2. Played for 2 years, then took a 3-year break. Even though I'm getting destroyed. Oh, okay. So you're not completely new then. No, this can't be played, buddy. The bishop is covering this square. Good game. But on this stream, I will not be playing with the viewers. I just play randomly. Yeah, that was a good game, actually. It's just he didn't get much of a counterplay, and it helped me a lot. But we play against National Master, 2494. Let's say e4. Let's try e5. Thank you for the follow, Mike. Thanks, Landa, for the gift. a6. Take the bishop out. We develop the knight on f6. So we get some standard setup. What's your Chess.com user probably wanted to say? It's my first name / last name, which actually I might change it soon to the official account of Modern Chess Academy. It is possible. I'll see. I need to contact Chess.com administration if it is allowed. I'm in trouble. I subscribed. You got this. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it, man. C3. I guess his plan is to go for d4 next. Let's So here's the question, can I grab the pawn on e4 or should I just proceed further with the move like bishop d7? If d4, I think I can already take it. Right, yep. Let's go for bishop d7. I love the Ruy Lopez. It's a good setup, no doubt. Let's go with g6, bishop g7. We get sort of like a King's Indian structure in e4, e5, which is a bit strange, I've got to admit, but it's playable and fun to play as well. So why not? Rook e1, develop the bishop, go for the castle next. h3, we've got to make a castle. What's your current elo? Feed rating is 2405. Let me know, guys, what your rapid rating is on Chess.com or on Lichess if you play on any of the website. Okay, so he goes d4. What do we do now? I can try to go knight h5 and at some point, you know, hit the pawn. He can't really develop the knight on d2 because I can just take it. 2200, okay, that's a good rating out. My rapid 2310. Okay, so I have quite high rated players right there. Not bad. Good job, guys. Good job. Up 2500. Playing not bad, but my elo is around 800. Don't know why. Work on the tactics. That will help you a lot. My pleasure, Solomon. Thanks for joining, buddy. So, feel free to browse around. Actually, anyone who is watching this stream, I have recorded a lot of educational reels about the end games, tech, strategy. For those who want to go deeper into the learning methodologies, weekly training programs. By the way, there is a free course which I have on my website, modernchess.academy. And you can check out the weekly training program. It is absolutely free and you will have the PDF file. You will know exactly on weekly basis what you need to do in order to improve your chess. So go ahead and check it out, modernchess.academy. Okay, where do we go now? Do we play knight f4? Or knight f6. I think I need to tuck it back. Knight f4 would lead to bishop f4 e takes, and that might be a bit of a challenge. GM norms for Georgi when? I currently have one, which I got it like 9 years ago. Let's see. If some good competitions will come up, I'll try to participate. But I can't really guarantee you that, guys. I play very rarely. Recently, I played 2 competitions over the board and stayed in my rating after a bit. Plus and minus still remain the same. And I played like 3 or 4 events in the last 6 years or so. I'll try to be a bit more active and I'll see where it takes me. Thank you for the follow, Top Bunny and Mikhail Lichess. Hello, is this live? Juicy me, yes, it is live. Do you have Scotch course? I want to relearn it. Scotch, I don't have it specifically, but about e4 with the white pieces, you can see... I have it on the bishop opening on e4, e5, bishop c4. This is very tricky and a very nice variation to play. Has been played among many elite grandmasters as well. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Still new to these things. I don't know what it means, but I really appreciate it. I see some strawberry heart and some socks. Appreciate it. Okay, we need to break through this king side, or we can actually go for the sacrifice and take the piece. Which one do you think, guys, we need to do right now? That's an interesting dilemma, I would say. I have the feeling that this is okay, especially for rapid time control, because we are still getting some pressure to our opponent's king. Maybe we can take it, go with f5. For content, of course, it's going to be a great thing to do, so why not? Aha, he goes d5. That's a smart move. Do I take on f2? King takes and then tuck it? Or I just go here and here? I think I'll just try this. Objectively, probably not the best thing what we did, but it's interesting, so let's have fun. Okay, I'll check your website later. Go for it. I play Scotch too. It's a lot of fun at my level. It definitely is a good opening, no doubt. Hell yeah, we go for the sacrifice. Let's go for the content. f5 is on the way. And not too simple actually for him to play as well, I need to admit. My goal is just to start marching the pawns forward. One thing what I should not allow, let's say if he moves the queen away and I go f5, is to bring the knight all the way to g5 to e6. That's going to be a disaster. Brilliant. Is 2200 considered a good player? Of course it is. Of course it is. How to get above this level? Working on the calculation. Actually, if you want to go above 2200, you definitely need to come to modernchess.academy. There is one free course about the weekly training program. Just follow it. Don't ask any questions. Simply follow it and you will see a huge result. And if you'd like to check, there are many paid courses as well, and I'm sure you will enjoy it a lot. modernchess.academy, guys. Alright, so knight here. If I go f takes e4, he takes it back with the bishop and claims that life is beautiful. Alright, is he quite certain about it? I can try to go for these kind of structures as well, actually. Not sure which one is preferable. I need something. I take this and go knight f5, knight h2, knight h4, king g3. I don't know it yet, but I feel like this queen is going to help along this diagonal long term. And then now let's tuck it down on h5. It's interestingly located on h5, the bishop. Can you say it's name again? Sorry. It's name. Modern Chess. Academy. If you'll check out my profile wherever you're watching, you will be able to see it. Yeah, I would really love to open the file, but I can't really let him get the access to the g5 square. There is no way this is happening, so let's just go with h6. How about pawn on f5? Yes, this will do something in the future. I firmly believe in it. I can try to double up the rooks on the f-file first, before I grab anything. Okay, you know what, like, we sacrificed the piece, but he doesn't have that easy way out. It still is annoying pressure coming move after move, so he's gotta be careful. So probably we made a practical decision. Şans videomuza Vysavli Sanders taktiğe madluba. Kayıkları George. Darmada Messi Ronaldinho. Hey there. Rogorafer. Just one question I have, guys. Is the stream lagging or is it fine? On f5 to f4, I mean, is it good? Potentially could be good. It was the plan of my opponent. I must double it up. That is a no-brainer, I believe. There's no 95 I can take in, and luckily the h5 bishop is well guarded. And YouTube is fine. Okay. Plugging. Nice. Perfect. Okay, thanks for the confirmation. Thank you for the follow, just TKJ PubGM. Welcome. Now, which course should I purchase? First, Ahmed, please have a look at the free course. Weekly training program. Just watch it. It's a free course, free of charge. Just check it out, and it will give you the guidance. And you will understand it based on that, which course you need to purchase it later. But first, check out the free course. Okay, what do we do? If we take it, queen takes, bishop f2, knight f2. We need something good here, guys. I need this knight somehow to get activated. How exactly? Let's say we take on f3, we can't win it. We can't win anything there, unfortunately. If I go on the other hand, g5, yet I can maybe grab it, he takes and then g5 is a possibility, maybe. Okay, let's take it. I think I should open up the files. Let's try this g5. Looks a bit risky decision, I've got to admit. But I wouldn't mind tucking the bishop back and activating the knight. You know what I'm saying? If I can take on d5 or f5 or something like that, I'll be quite happy with the outcome. Thank you, Mihail Liches, for the gifts. Appreciate it, man. I will check out your website if you win this game. Just me. So you're really putting pressure on me. I'll try. Queen here. You know, I really want to kick this queen out from any action whatsoever. Very good. Now you're standing perfectly fine there. Thank you so much. How about I try this? Say hello there. Go with g4 ideas. Plus I can take on d5 at any moment. Rook f1 is mysterious. Yeah, I know actually. I know what idea he had. But let's just win the game, shall we? Yeah, let's go g4. He wanted to protect the pawn because he had some sneaky threats of knight e5 and bishop h5. That's what he wanted to do. But it was late. Let's take with this. Wait a moment. Can I take it with the rook? Let's go for it, guys. We need content, don't we? We want beautiful wins. Let's go for it. Sacrificed a lot, guys. In this game, we sacrificed a lot. But, well, for the sake of checkmate, we will do anything. If it goes there, there is queen f5, queen h5, and the game is over. And if he tries king h2, yeah, I think he doesn't have a defense here, though. That's a deadly threat, man. No time. No time to escape. That was a good one. I'll check out how accurate the sacrifices were. You did it. We got this. Brilliant moves. It might be, or it might be a terrible blunder. We'll just... Do you want to check it out, guys? The games after we finish it, or it's not worth it? Here we go. We got another beautiful win, actually. I really need to check it. Where are you from, by the way? From Georgia originally. Okay, let's see. Basically, c3, knight e4 is actually a move which I can try apparently. And after d4 to go bishop d7. That's interesting to know. And then what do we do? Let's say bishop c2, g6, a typical setup. Nothing major. Ah, wait, I need to click game review. My bad. Hang on. Sorry about it. That I'm just checking out the moves separately. That's not going to do any good. If the engine says there are blunders, tell him that he doesn't know how to play chess. Absolutely. No problem at all. We'll just tell the engine doesn't know how to play chess. But actually, we got a 90% accuracy. So, let's see. Some of the sacrifices later for sure were right. It didn't show any blunders later. Knight g4, of course it will say it's a blunder. I mean, come on, we know that we did it for the content, huh? Knight g4 was expected. Knight h5, g4, it says we need to come back. And here, yeah, it's better to go for h5, obviously g5, knight h7, and try to break through with f6. And it makes perfect sense, we all knew that. So, he goes there, we take it, considers as a blunder, and gives white plus 0.9. We go f5, knight f1, queen d7 was a good preparatory move here. h6 was a nice move, I don't want to let him get to g5. It's time to double up the rooks. Now here already he has... he still has a better position apparently according to the engine, but that was a good idea of g5. You know why he played rook f1? His idea is to go knight takes e5, and when I take it with the bishop to go bishop h5. But this is not happening now because there is rook f2 coming up and I take here. That's why he played this move of rook f1. So he wants to defend the f2 pawn and then he wants to try the rest like knight takes e5, etc. So bishop g6, queen c4, that was a good move. We kick the queen out completely far away from anything. g4 is a good move, king goes there. And rook f3, it says that it's nothing. It's the best. Like, so what that we sacrificed, you know? Okay. And he can't save this position anymore. The game is over. That was a good game. Okay, for those who were asking, guys, it is Modern Chess. .academy. Like this, actually, is the link. And okay, on YouTube it says it itself actually. It types it automatically. And there is one free course about the weekly training program. Go ahead and check it out. It's just only 1 hour duration. It includes the PGN files as well, and it has a lot of good features. You will have the guidance of what you need to do on regular basis when you're training in chess. That's all. Okay, I think it will not be typed on TikTok. Yes, just try to do it yourself, maybe copy paste or something like that. Ahmed, I'm sure you'll be able to determine basically what the website is. Will be easy. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Just a moment, guys. I need to fix something. Okay, next one. Don't forget to follow the channels, guys. We are still trying to start from early stages. Build it up, the social medias. You went to it actually, perfect. Maybe faster. It's a fair point. Sina. Reza Poor. Okay, let's go. Knight of 3, d5. c4, c6. And there are many beneficial courses. Yes, indeed. I'm sure you will like it. D takes c4. But the first thing which I would advise everyone, and especially it's free, weekly training program. Absolute majority of people just want that. We take the pawn on c4 and we would like to go for knight b6 to keep it protected that way, and he goes a4. You know what, on a4, don't I have some move like e5, potentially e4 ideas? Or I can actually go knight c5 and knight b3 ideas as well. He might not necessarily like it, so why not to go for it? How about bishop e6? Knight g5, I've got bishop d5, and okay, it's a very sneaky move, but if I defend it properly, I mean, I don't care, right? So okay, queen c2. What if I just remain extremely greedy and I don't let him take? And just go for queen up. I know that looks odd, and maybe I was supposed to do these instead of going for bishop e6, but you know what? Let's see how he proves the, the fact that he takes the pawn back. Will be interesting to see. Thank you for the follow, and Jebs. Why most idle players speak the same? Wesk, exactly what you have in mind. Tell me and I'll tell you if it is correct mindset or not. We go queen d4. He goes here. Queen e4. It's so sneaky ideas actually, guys. We can try queen h5 also. But he grabs it and I don't get any benefit whatsoever. Why? No, not really. If this, I go queen d3. If he goes back, I can try queen e4. It's an odd placement for the queen, but, if we trade it off, we don't mind, right? Because another knight will come to the action, and the pawn finally on c4 will not be bothered anymore. Double rook sack was beautiful. Thank you, Parade. Yeah, here. Thought of queen e4, but I came to realize that d3 might be a move. C takes queen c5, d takes rook e1, and we don't have a good follow-up. Okay, plan B. Queen g4, and if h3, I can attack the queen this way. Or I can go here. No, let's try. Okay, let's go queen g4. Yeah, I definitely was supposed to play queen d5 later instead of bishop e6 a bit earlier. If knight e5, I'll take this pawn on e2. If he allows me, I'm okay with that. With h5 hits e2, but bishop f3 requires a response. Well, the thing is that I was gonna go on this direction. There was knight c4 right away. I couldn't do much. It doesn't look bad, actually, this structure at the moment. Queen e2. Queen e2 definitely is on the way. But I meant... you meant on these. Queen e4, d3 was the move which shakes up the position. And if c takes queen c5, no, I can't let him take this knight, guys. It's gonna be terrible. Maybe h3, he will try. But the thing is that he's not going to succeed in this journey in any case, because let's say he goes h3. I can definitely try the move like queen g6. If he takes, everything is guarded, c4 pawn is protected, life is beautiful. Plus I'm attacking h3. If he goes d3, I've got this intermezzo knight b3, and luckily the bishop is protecting it, and that's going to be a terrible version. b4. Okay, that's an interesting move. Well, if I take it, he grabs the knight. That much we see. I think that's quite a good looking move what he did. So what else do we have? If c takes, he takes. We don't really like it. Knight b3 is another option, which I think I need to go for. b4 looks wrong, but creative, yes. h3, queen f5. Queen g6 was even easier actually, but now let's say if bishop f5, he wants to go d3. C takes, queen b3. D takes. He moves the rook. Let's say I capture, takes it back, and two pieces he has got. I mean, very creative defense. I need to give him the credit for that. How about I bring the rook here? I like this option too, actually. If d3 after some trades, I can move the knight back. Okay, let's bring the rook into the action. Can't take there yet. If knight e5, I will grab here. No, b4 is very interesting move though. Because if bishop f5, he had this d3. That's what I didn't really like as much. I could take probably knight c1, c takes, and continue with the move like e6. But let's see how he handles that first. Rook e1. Now I think I've got to go for it. Should I not? Let's say I attack the queen. e3. I take it. Does he have e4? I don't think so. Okay, let's go for this move. d3 expected. I will cash out. Takes there and takes on d3 too. You know, I don't believe in his activity. Even though he gets a couple of pieces well developed, still doubt that he gets something really worthy. Thank you for the follow, Deng Chong. Moment you can play d4. Yes, Ibrahim, good ideas, no doubt. Queen takes. Came as a surprise. Because he wants 95. I take. But regardless, I can move it away. In any case, I need to take this pawn. Pawn takes back. Okay. Question is, what's the follow-up? He really wants 95. How about I just finish the development? 95, go with queen d4, knight c6. I don't think will lead to something that major. So let's just finish the development, guys. Activate the bishop. Knight c4. Okay, he wants to get to a5, I believe. But I really want to finish the development, so let's just go here. White could have tried b5. I think at some point he was supposed to. Wills, thank you for the follow. Hola, hola. Bro, I'm watching you from games website. Ah, you meant on Chess.com. You're checking it. That's cool. It looks like he got some play though. Maybe I misplayed a bit. Why didn't you take on d3? That is a good question. I think he was going to play knight e5, then take on d3 and then knight a5, and it would have been a bit of a mayhem in my opinion. Go to a5, now it's a blunder. No, the thing is that my plan is just to make a castle and play normal. If he tries this knight here, maybe queen h5. Just attack the queen away and just do the castle as soon as possible. See what I'm saying? Just castle. b5. Okay. Here, guys, I cannot waste much time. Can I? No, I don't think so. How about now taking it? It's still bad, maybe. I go for the castle. He takes. I take, goes rook b7, or knight e5, knight c6. No, that's annoying. Say bishop d3, knight e5, queen goes here. b5 is a very strong move. Well done. Now, since the position looks already tense, I just need to go to safety. c5, there is knight e5, and then he takes on b7, c6. No, he actually found many creative moves like b4, b5. Kudos, really. Not easy moves by any means, and he got it right on spot. Let's tuck the queen back. There is not much we can do with the queen. Knight c6 and rook e8. Free pawn, yes, we need to give it up. In order to finish the development, we don't have any other choice, guys. But on the other hand, I get a good position at the end because we managed to make a castle, put the king into safety, and his d3 pawn is weak. I thought so too that he was going to try that, but maybe he was afraid of the king attack. I must check it out this game later, guys, after we finish it. It was very interesting moments, so we definitely need to have a look at it. Do we have knight g4 to kind of neutralize the threats a bit? Let's go. Karin plays 0 troll. Let's get rid of this guy. Of course, we are lasering down this if we get a chance. Queen takes will be better. Okay, there are some weak pawns, and if I get time for this, I'll be happy. Bishop e4. You know what? Let's put the bishop on this direction. It wouldn't harm anything. So our bishop is free already. And we are ready to pin. I would love to pin the horse, but he has this knight e7 at any given time. We are about to pin the horse if we get a chance. Oh, stay tuned for that. Queen a3. Maybe we don't get the chance. What's his plan? He wants to take it. Right, he wouldn't mind. What if I activate the rook and get to the... yeah, I need that move. e4. Looks like a misclick to me. Maybe he was just moving around the pieces and misclicked it. But the rook was getting to c2 square. And should we proceed further? Better to wait. Let's attack this knight. Better. And we attack both at the same time. Yeah, it was a misclick. Free rook! We will take it! We will take it, don't worry. We will definitely take this rook. Okay, here. Queen where? We have plenty of options, but let's just go for what? You know what? I think this is good enough. No need to invent a vehicle. Just win the game. He trades, we take it back, and the knight is hanging. Then we are going to take on a4, on d4, we take all the pawns, and the game's over. He still might play a couple of moves. That's not going to change overall situation on the board. Here, let's just take on d4 as well. He's trying to play on our time, which is understandable, I would say. How about this pawn? How do you protect it? Well, you need to take on h3. Then the bishop on e4 would be hanging, actually. Okay, we got a nice win, but we must check it out with the engine, because there were some interesting highlights, I believe, which we need to take into consideration. So far, we're doing well, guys. We gained some rating points, 2568, getting closer to 2600 territory, which is good, but we must check it with the engine what was happening. Shafik, we don't play the games on this stream with the viewers, but I will host a specific one for that. Knight c e5, Solomon, we will check it out. So, g3, knight f6, bishop g2, we took it, castle, knight d7 is part of the theory, and yeah, actually a4 is a mistake. Rather than playing knight c5, the engine prefers e5, let's say in case he decides to go for knight here, I go with e4, and if the knight jumps, wow, that's good to know. I actually have h6. Apparently I need to give this pawn back. Thank you for the follow, Penguin Walk. Welcome on board. Knight e4 I trade. Follow it with knight c5, and when the bishop goes back, bishop e6 to guard the pawn properly. And now I have a bit more flexibility with my queen to dance around. Knight is protected, I can go bishop e7, short castle, rook d8, etc. And I'm doing okay at the end of the day, it seems. Okay, so let's go back. If he goes for the move like queen c2, which looks like a bit more stable version, regardless e4, and after knight g5, there's knight c5. Okay, so in case of knight takes e4, I make the trade. And there's knight b3, attacking this guy. And whenever he moves it, wherever it goes, we attack the queen. But this doesn't work because of bishop e6. And queen d1 leads to bishop g4. Let's say knight c3. And there are some options, but queen a5 is one of the killer one. Even longer castle coming up next, h5, h4, etc. and just continues the attack while white struggles to stabilize the position over there. I'm 1800 and I want to be 2000. Any advice, please? Ibrahim, go on my website modernchess.academy and check out a free course weekly training program. All of it, and you will be getting there. Obviously, if you want to do it faster and more efficiently, get the main courses as well, which will be explained into this weekly training program. So after e5, that looks like it's all set. I just went for knight c5, which is not the best. And here bishop e6, queen c2, queen d5. Yeah, engine says that I need to repeat it. Come on. Sometimes engine move seems weird first time, but more we analyze, it's foundable for a human. Yes, I agree. And b4 is the top line. Wow. Wow. See that, guys? b4 was actually the top line. So here from this moment, my opponent b4. What do you think of this move, guys? b4 being the best. And look at that, knight b3, rook b1. Exclamation mark on rook b1 is crazy, but okay, just rook b1. And after that, rook d8 and rook e1. Dubious move, but engine later likes it. Bishop f5 and d3 also a strong move. Knight c1, queen takes c1. The best, e takes e6, knight c4 the best move, and b5 is the top line. What do you think, guys? Basically, starting from b4, the 7 moves what he did it in the most critical moments of the game, back to back, without a doubt, actually, he went for it. Wow, good job, Sina. Good job. YouTube-ზე სულ დაგვივიწყე არა? ეგრეა რას ვიცი. ინგლისური YouTube-ზე ვაკეთებ სტრიმს ახლა. Are you Grandmaster brother or I am? I'm International Master. Before hard to find but logical once you think about it. No. That's not that logical. B5. Hustle. He takes. Knight F E5 top move. Queen H5. Knight C6. Rook E8. Which player Arab do you know? The famous ones, all I know. That was a mistake. Probably Rook B7 would have been better. Knight G4, takes. Bishop E4. Here he started to... No, and Bishop E4 is not a mistake. The engine misevaluates it, actually. Before Knight C4, can you analyze A5? I'll get there. So, Bishop F6, Queen A3. He started to mess up here. Well, obviously D4 was just a misclick, no doubt, but let's say he takes. I was planning to go Rook C2. How accurate was it? And the idea is to go at some point Bishop D4. I'll be happy with it, because I attack the pawn and the knight at the same time, so it's not too bad when you think about it. But okay, he just misclicked, and that led to a winning position. Okay, the rest is not that interesting. So you're saying before Knight C4, can you analyze C5? You meant here, yes? Basically... here A5 move. Some of you have mentioned it. But if I go A6, what will be the follow-up? That's the catch. Because if B5, I'll be able to take it. I kind of can stop it. Someone told me inaccuracy don't really... Analysis to think it's too hard and more focused with mistake or blunder. Do you agree? Yeah, inaccuracies are absolutely fine, guys. Just pay attention to the blunders mostly. And mistakes. Also missed wins. Whenever it gives you, this is the clear identificator actually that you need to adjust something. Not the inaccuracies is just happening very, very frequently, and don't really mind it as much, guys. It's not that big deal. Believe me on that. Okay, moving on. How to get lessons from by playing. By checking the stream, it actually will be good enough. But if you do want to do it, analyze your own games, the Chess.com has a good feature actually. I believe the membership is relatively cheap as well to get. And Leeches also has this feature too. You can do on both. Leeches actually has it free as well. Mark, thank you for the follow, welcome. No worries, Ray. All set, man. You speak very well. No one here speaks a fluent one, so no worries. Okay. PPs truly joined quite some time ago, so let's go with E4. And we got another E5. Knight F3. This by far is the most frequently played. Thank you, Ibrahim Aladino, for the follow. Knight C3. Next plan will be, let's try this tricky option A3 again. I'm just curious how people handle it. Bishop C5. Okay, Bishop C5, now actually I can take on E5. And when the knight takes it, I go with... No, that's not a good version. Because I get the space, two bishops, and so on. Usually this variation is not worth it. Did we not have this yesterday, actually, guys? On the stream? Whoever followed? Thank you, Noah, for the follow. I think we had that, didn't we? Can't exactly recall it, but okay. Let's just put the bishop here, go with rook f1, and made the castle manually. Exact same thing as that, but for some reason I remember his knight was standing on e7 and he went for f5, something like that we had. Okay, this I expected, but I would tuck the king back, and if king h4, I've got h3, and I think I have it all covered up. Let's go with h3, and what's the follow-up? Sometimes the engine gives me some massive blunders and mistakes for moves that changes evaluation by 3 or 4. Engine really works sometimes with the mysterious phase, and especially if it is on low depth, guys, it just doesn't have enough time to gather the information and give you really quick access to some of the moves, so don't be too surprised. But if you go in a lot of depth, it will be more stable. Yeah, we had almost this yesterday, but the knight was on g8, that's the main difference, and it looks different because he managed to get the knight on g4 now, so, you know. Do you know grass is green? Fair point. Took the match from you. Maybe. Thank you for this wisdom, Merukai. Fair point. Knight f6. A3 line is fire. You see how much of a play we're getting. Well. And bishop h3 is a legitimate threat, by the way. No jokes. It is a legit threat. Do we really want this queen to be hanging around there? I don't think so, though. I really want to get rid of it soon. If he takes, I'll take it back with him. Queen h5. Expected that he would try to keep the queens on the board. Was expected. Knight b5 is a move, actually. I know it's completely out of the scope of what we want, but this is really good pawn, guys. You know what I'm saying? Bishop h3, I can take it. I think I can control that pressure. I really want to try that. It completely messes up his whole ecosystem. Completely messes up. And if he moves the king away, I'll be happy to complete the development with different ways, like queen g3, and, you know, bishop g5, etc., like normal moves. If he sidesteps with the king, of course. Do you think one day you'll become a GM? Yes, I think so. Maybe you don't sacrifice the queen because all you need is for a later checkmate. Yeah, we want it for the checkmate later, but we don't want to give up the pawns like on h3 and so on. Looks like opening planning to sack. Yes, I think he was preparing, but we should not let him sacrifice. Galmarjos, Niferion Games. My queen looks trapped. Yeah, I somehow want to reach this queen. But he always has this escape square on a5. But maybe now he doesn't. What do you think, guys? Can we try it? Can you sacrifice the rook just for the show? Maybe we can do it a bit later. And we did it actually. 2 rook sacrifices. We did it. K. Johinda. Just 2 games ago, we sacrificed 2 rooks to deliver mate. Wait, isn't it a killer move? He got what? Queen h4. We take. Knight takes. Bishop g5. Bishop g5 is a deadly move, man. Other move candidates. What do we have? Maybe bishop. Say queen g3. G3 to keep it, and then go with bishop g5. Now bishop g5 is on the way. What should we do? Queen g3 or bishop? No, let's just cash out. Reakcent imica. Sluga. Where is the real Gulgon Harta? Actually, I changed the account name there. I don't think anyone will be able to determine what's the new account now. So, let's push the pawn and win the game, shall we? Takes, and we've finished the game. Or we don't finish the game. Goes rook e8. Come on, don't tell me that he's okay after the end. Let's say if he goes for the trade, my plan is to go for bishop g5 next. Well, let's just go for e5. Looks just too good. Black's queen looks trapped. Queen c3 is a candidate too. Queen c3 also looked correct. Actually, fair point. Maybe way better candidate move as well. Fair point. But c6 was there, wasn't it? Yeah, queen c3 was a better option. Probably, yes. Because knight e8 I could take on f7. Yeah, fair point. I just got really too carried away with all these threats. Which, to my eye, looks deadly. Bishop g5. Yes, we go bishop g5 soon after. Bishop e2 was a killer move. If you play with 1700 to 1900, can you win giving away free queen? No, 1700 to 900? Hell no. I mean, it's not possible. Okay, but here I have rook f4. That's what I thought. But does he really escape with some odd-looking options? Really? Come on. Uh-huh. I can also calmly attack the knight and pretend that nothing is happening and go on that. But if I go here, he goes knight g3. If I take knight e2, and he takes on c1. Damn it. So rook f4, knight g3. I move the bishop away, where let's say on d3 he goes knight f5. I'm sure there are too many ways to win, guys, but I just see one and I'll just go for it. Sultan Fadris, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Akhtiba, Arbich Akhal. Akhlam Shridoba. Try rook f4 to attack both knights. He's on the way. Bishop d3, yeah. Yeah, looks like a killer option. As knight g3, I've got this bishop g5. Oh, he resigned. That was a good one. And no, this opening, guys, is a killer one. It's just this a3 setup. Our opponents cannot handle it, as you can see. Just big c6 because opponent's king is middle of the board, and then no, the pawn on c6 would have been defended. Queen giving up a piece against 1700s? I don't know, guys. I don't think so. He declined the offer. Which one is better, Blitz or Rapid? I mean, both of them has its own pluses. Let's go with knight e5. Bishop takes f2, king takes. Sivashvili, can you show how to play the Ruy Lopez? GG, thank you guys. Ruy Lopez knight c3. Not on this stream actually, Said, but I'll be covering some on the regular streams as well. It's a long theory with knight c3, that's why. No, this is just a bad setup. I get everything. Ooh. But what should we play after knight g6, guys? Type it in chat. Thank you, Mr. Steph, for the follow. Sivashvili სადაური გვარი აქვს. Sivashvili არის ახური გვარი წარმოშობ. I type I mean the queen c3. Yes, I remember queen c3. We will check it out. I'm gonna get there for sure, because that was a critical moment, and I definitely mislooked at queen c3, which was a killer version. So well done for spotting it. I like that you're getting sharp. If you enjoy the content, guys, please don't forget to follow the channel or subscribe, depending on wherever you're watching. I'm still on early stages and trying to develop these social medias, and I'll try to do more educational streams. Also, there is a free course on the website modernchess.academy. You can just check it out. Weekly training program. Sign up on the website and just get the access to it. And feel free to check out some other paid courses as well if you would like. Yeah, we were definitely supposed to push e5. So we attack the knight, goes back, and h4. Not bad. And if he takes it, we go with queen h5. Knight g6, bishop g5. Oof, that's killer. Some kind of bishop d3, rook e1. This looks terrible. Let's say he defends the queen. Rook e1, h6. This is not an actual threat because I'm okay to take it. Bishop c4. This position is pretty much resignable at some point. Knight e4, knight d6 on the way. So I didn't do that. I played bishop d3, rook f1. King g1, queen h4, h3 goes back. ისი საკომენტატორო კარიერაზეც ვიფიქრებდი შენს ადგილას. კარგი რჩევა, ლუკა, შეიძლება სხვათა შორის განვიხილავ ერთ-ერთ ალტერნატივადაც. Oh, e5 is hard for me because I naturally only push if I have knight to defend both pawns. No, actually you don't have to. You can just push the pawn forward when it's well guarded by another pawn, especially when you know the knight gets chased away on the back rank. You're good to go. Not many title players play rapid, so this is refreshing. Glad to know. Queen e1, queen h5. Knight b5 is a good move, actually. King d8. Queen c3, yes, is an alternative. Okay, even though the engine prefers bishop e2, being the best, apparently, and the line what we chose was really the best variation. Good to know. But what happens in case of queen c3? He definitely needs to get back on e8, because in case of c6, I'm just gonna grab everything. I'll take the full house. If the knight side steps, we're ready to strike, get along the 7th rank, capture on c7. Yeah, that just looks amazing. Queen c7 next. Anyhow, we went for bishop e2 because, you know, whenever you spot something winning and you see a clear way to take the full point at home, you just want to go for it. You don't want to overcomplicate things, especially when you play faster time controls. But I've got to admit, Queen c3 slipped on my radar. I wish I could see that. Queen takes h4, knight takes, and we go with e5. There were some other options like bishop g5 starting first, but e5 takes. Actually, I expected him to try rook e8 more. And the surprising fact is, in case I take it, he grabs it with the rook. In case of f takes g7, he takes both of the pawns, plus gets rid of the bishop g5 ideas as well, since the rook stays along the g file. But I can just prepare with bishop f4, sorry, my bad. Rook d1 on the way, attacks the king, bishop g5 at some point, bishop c4, just look at his pieces, it looks bad. All because we played some tricky move a3, which messed up the whole preparation of my opponent. So here bishop d3, and he called it a day because bishop g5 was on the way right after he moves the knight. If he goes there, I was planning to give a check. Next move, if king d7, rook f7, if king a8, knight c7 also, and I'm taking a lot of heavy material, which wins the game. Lon the best. Hello king, e5, knight g8, g3 or bishop g3. Argi ხმაკ, argi ინგლისური მეტი რა გინდა. მადლობა ლუკა. შესძლებელია. მადლობა კომპლიმენტებისთვის. h4 is a difficult move. It's quite natural as well when the knight stands on g6, by the way. It's typical to kind of break through, just like that. Thank you, John Mylon 5. I want to ask you what's up if you use the setup board for the stream. Set up your board for the stream. I use OBS layout. This is a good application, and for setting up the live stream and so on, there is one plugin, restream.io, where I actually can stream simultaneously on several channels, vertically, horizontally, and so on. So it's quite a useful tool. Okay, we got 2572, making an improvement. Pawn pushes can be so tricky, yes indeed. I like your explanations. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Let's go for the next game. So far, everything is going great. Adrian Ching Chong has relatively old account, which is good. d4, d5, c4. Let's go for d takes c4. e3 is people's favorite choice because they know that they can take the pawn back and go for these setups. Let's try a6, followed by knight c6, later a4. a4 lets me get the access to the b4 square. On the other hand, he prevents b5. That's the catch. So it has pros and cons. What can I do? I can actually grab it and then go bishop e7, which I think I'm going to do. E takes, I think e takes needs to be there. He gets an isolated pawn, but a good control over the center and maybe some d5 ideas potentially in the future as well. e3 is old variation, right? Yes, this is really ancient. Like people tend to play this long back. Thank you, Dimsku and Crimson, for the follow. Welcome to my channel. h3. How about I go knight b4 and then activate the bishop? h3 to me looks like a misplaced pawn. I don't necessarily have any business to do on this flank. Okay, queen b3. He really wants to put pressure on these squares later. See his point. Do I have b6 followed by bishop b7? I'll be happy if I can pull this off. I think I get a chance to do that, so can you play me? Not on this stream. I will have one, I can assure you, for playing with my people, but not now. Let's develop the bishop, maintain pressure. My pieces look quite healthy and active at the moment. Does he actually want to take this? I don't think he will mind it long term. So usually in these occasions, I should stop it. The counterplay, because it can get quite severe. And I don't want to allow that at all. That's going to be a heavy price to pay. Bishop d2. And what do we do next? Let's bring the rook in action. Will be quite handy. My dad is a GM. Very good, King. Congrats. Hey coach, at what time do you stream? When you finish streaming, and what days do you stream? Side, usually it's from Monday to Friday. Sometimes I add Saturday as well. Morning times from our local time from 9 usually until 11 or sometimes 11:15 or so, like depending on the occasion. Why is your channel based in UAE? Because I live in UAE. Be proud with my knowledge. You got this, Ray. You got this, man. Rook c1. Ah, damn, I'm late. No, zip code. A bit. Thank you for the follow, SimUL. Welcome. Can you do another stream only for low-rated players like me? Actually, I might do the educational speedruns at some point, guys. But for now, this is our main goal, to get to 3000 rating range. Okay, Rook c1. How do we handle that? Actually, what do you think of Bishop g5? Or not that ideal one. I don't really like it as much. How about I go Rook c7? Maybe I can move the queen away, stay along this diagonal, and double up the rooks. That looks a bit more like a reality. He doesn't have a chance to take on d5, as I take it back with the knight, bishop d5, queen b6, there is rook c1 trick. So, can I take with the bishop? No, this is a no-brainer. I must grab it with the knight. Okay. What's next, buddy? What's next? Perfect. We can learn from you. Can do another stream? Yes, and I might post something like that. You versus Arcade Knightish will be fun in the Rapid. Yeah, we used to do the streams together. Actually, if you'll check old streams on VChess, and this is a perfect feature, by the way, for those who are new in chess and you would like to learn how to play chess completely for free. Check out the application called VChess. You can check it on the App Store, Android. It's an amazing app. It's really amazing interface, features. This is one of the best things what you can do. So for those who are really curious, just sign up on VChess. You will learn a lot of good stuff there. Highly recommend it. So let's go with Bishop f6. And especially the best part of it is that it is based from a super grandmaster. He had well over 2700 for quite some time. So when a super GM creates some special methodology, you kind of want to follow. You know what I'm saying. An opening plays Rook c1. I also play for f7. Yes, you should always watch out for knight f7 sacrifices. It is always there. So you should be cautious. I used to play the English in college and did quite well. Now that I'm older, I find those closed games more mentally taxing. Do you have any tips for older players? have as much time to study. Zip code, if you want to play opened variations, here's the thing. Let's say some of the main theory, you need to invest time. There is no walking around. Because you play open line, it means that this variation usually are played quite frequently. And how can you avoid all this? And it's getting developed more and more. People play it more frequently and consistently gets the updates. So if you want open games, you really need to invest some time. So let's say if I go bishop d4, is it worth it? Bishop d5, I go rook c1. Say bishop d4, bishop d5. Can take it with the queen. Rook c1, bishop b7, I assume, is his plan. Rook e1, bishop e1. Take on b2, he takes on a6. I'm not happy with the outcome at the end of the day, so not worth it. Okay, let's just harass the queen. Go for bishop h4. This bishop h6 is always there, yeah. Who needs that? Just improvise. 11 is a master at work, so just follow that. Bishop d4 is a blunder, or I'm wrong. Yeah, bishop d4 looks like a blunder to me due to bishop d5. And I don't get what I want, so queen e5. He still sticks around though. Hang on. Now let's play precisely. Accuracy matters, and he presses me on time as well. What do we play? I tuck the knight back with the intention of maneuvering it. Is it okay? I think it's not bad actually. Bishop e6, I've got rook c1. Let's try it. I maneuver the knight there, I open the bishop, the queen as well, and overall, if I get enough time, maybe I can try rook d7 ideas as well. Let's see. Okay, if he tries a move like knight h6, I think I can grab it. And whenever he takes it back, move like knight f5 should be a killer. Bishop f8, king f8, maybe. Or after knight h6 I could try to sidestep as well. Yeah, there are many variations which needs to be calculated here though. Not too simple, I would say. But I think sidestepping probably is a preferable version. Then he sacked the bishop. Yeah, this move is against this actually, to go for knight f5 ideas. Have you faced any other title players in this stream? National Master. At least they say they've never seen anything like that. Good or bad, way is secondary. You're right on spot level. Calculate bishop d6, rook c1, bishop e7, rook e1, bishop e1, and 2 rooks for 2 pieces and the rook. Yes, great, that's the final outcome, probably is not enough. I get rook and pawn for the 2 pieces, and I kind of want to keep playing. It's not the most ideal version either, so... Okay. I feel like I can do something now. Let's say if I take, he goes there, I go knight g6, he goes queen c7. Probably. Hang on, let's say I take, and I go knight g6. Queen c7, I can even move it away. Looks too interesting to not try. Let's grab on c4. And then go knight g6. There are really some threats. Queen c7. And here, thought of moving on a... Why not on d5, you might wonder, because there is knight e3. And I don't like that. If I... Why really not? Queen e4. Okay, if I take knight f4, it will take on b7. That's it. So, should we go for our original plan? I think that works. Maintain pressure. Have the opportunity to go here as well. Yep, let's go for it. I really would like to take on g2, but I must hurry up right now. Rook c8 is also a threat. Because my time is too low. Let me focus, guys. Let me focus. What does he do now? Rook c8 is messing around, but of course I would love to take this guy. This king is super weak, and I've got some pieces nearby attacking. But I do miss Might of Your Eyes on my... Oh, Leo. Okay, let's just grab it. I'll take the bishop. I will not overcomplicate anything. Hangovers. Miskins. Leon, you're always in shape, man. Isn't Minecraft theme song? Maybe, I don't know. Some complicated overload tactics. Okay, wait a moment. You're getting mated here. Go here. What does he protect it? I have too many moves. I actually like this option a lot. Yeah, looks nice. I'll maneuver the knight on... Oh, knight f3 will be a killer. No, that's just too tough of the threat, yeah. I had bishop h1, but knight e3 was there, and... sorry, maybe even d5 was there. I don't know. But as I said, if you're low on time and you see some situations like this, you just kind of go for it. Okay, we definitely give this check. You know what I can do? I can attack the queen as well, a bit oddly, or the rook. Well, let's figure out how to win. Let's just attack this guy first. Stabilize the position more. Where's the mate? Where is the mate? Thumbs up. And go for There must be a mate somewhere. E1. He defends it well. I can try this. Some threats like bishop g2, bishop f3. Here, check. Is knight f3 winning? Here, check. Here. No, I think he saves it. Damn it. Okay. No, I must hurry up actually now. There's no time for anything. At this point, I just need to play fast, guys. Let me focus, guys, here, and I'll get back to you in chat shortly. Didn't find the mate. Probably there was one, but I missed it. Wait a moment. This I'm gonna grab. This king is just alone. Are you serious? Or are you planning to survive there? Take. Let's go for it. Where is the mate? No mate. Okay, let's just go down. Bishop f3 is a threat. G4 take. This I don't want. I need to hurry up now. Okay. Let's merge the pawns. I will bring the rook. Should be the end. Takes. Here. Here. Rook c1 is a threat. Should be over. I'll take check. You can't promote yet, damn it. Okay, we got the win. I will definitely check out this game, guys. No doubt. There were a lot of action happening. Here. Over. Sorry. Hello, mate. How are you? You disappear. Hello, Akashi. Doing well, man. How about you? It's been, I guess, 6 years I haven't done any streams. If you could play any Deceased GM, which one would you pick? That's a tough question, Zipcode. I would like to play against any GM, no problem. Clutch. Yeah, this game is so interesting. There were many mating ideas. Let's check it out, guys. I really would like to cover it. And we are getting to 2600 territory, ladies and gentlemen, which is a great news, right? So 2576. Starting was what? No, 24, low 2400. Road to 3000 on the way. So let's check it out, because I know there were many questions. How is Cecile? Cecile is doing well, thanks. She's currently in France. So I waited till after the game. Sweet. So, Bishop c4. Thank you, Asma, for the follow. Welcome. Thank you, David. Mohammed Hussein. So, after I go c5, a6, the opening was not as interesting as the game afterwards, clearly. bishop b7, rook e1, castle h3, and I go knight b4. Okay, these are all like typical ideas. My plan is to go for knight d5 and covering that really well. After queen b3, b6. So the plan is to develop the bishop on b7, which definitely will have a good damage later on, right? So also thanks for trying out larger board. It's my pleasure. I know some of you have mentioned it and asked for it. So now you have the opportunity to check it out on YouTube and on Twitch. Bigger board, and it's more pleasant for those who are checking with the computer. So bishop e3, bishop b7, knight e5, and I go knight fd5. Knight fd5 so far is all good. So here's the thing. At some point, he is planning to take on f7 and go for bishop e6 ideas, which might be a heavy pressure. Sometimes I have interesting games, so many questions, but when I realize my brain is overloaded, it's typical, Ray. Your I will catch you later. If you're back on Twitch, take care. Thanks, Elkashi, thanks for stopping by. Yes, I will be streaming quite regularly, actually. So here, I would like to block it along this diagonal. Of course, I mean, I don't want to like do it otherwise. So he goes bishop d2, rook c8. These are all natural moves. Rook c7. The plan was at some point to go queen a8 followed by queen c8, which apparently is a correct move. Takes, knight takes. Queen g3 was a good move. Bishop f6, normal. So far all this is correct. Yeah, about bishop d4, some of you had the questions, and here's the line which we did not like. Let's say if the bishop takes, we grab on c1, and this move is something really unpleasant. He takes on b7, and whenever I grab here, bishop takes, and let's say I take this. He even has bishop b4, but I saw at least bishop a6, and I don't get anything at all, and this is quite unpleasant. But I think he has more active moves like bishop b4. I might even lose the rook, and he gets everything needed. So bishop h4, he goes queen e5. Knight e7 is the top move. Wow. Ah, knight e7 is the best move. It's not bad. Top engine move. So he goes for bishop f4, rook takes c4. It gives white plus 0.3, you know, and if I play something like rook d7, it's minus 0.3. So the difference is this, 0.6. So it's an interesting sacrifice, I would say. Knight g6. Yeah, queen d6 was something what I expected. I was very surprised he didn't do that, because now I was definitely planning to go queen d8. By the way, for those who mentioned it, guys, it really looks pretty that I've got this queen d5, attack this and this, but there's no follow-up, gentlemen. Just covers everything, and the knight is a killer, plus he attacks my bishop, so it was not enough. I could take it probably with the bishop, but why should I trade the pieces when I can sidestep and attack this guy? In case of f3, there is rook bishop takes, and if he tries knight here, you know, I thought that this queen will have hard time going around. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe rook here, or bishop e7. He can't really stay along this diagonal, definitely. So queen goes on c7, queen a8, queen takes b7. b6 was obviously a mistake. Expected move was knight e3. And here I thought of going here. If he takes it, I can grab it and take on f4, and that should be good enough. So he goes for queen d6. The engine says that I need to repeat the moves. Are you serious, man? I'm not gonna do that. Maybe b5? b5 probably. Engine doesn't see something direct, it's just kind of moving the pieces back and thank you, Saba, Mr. Pre-Move. Thank you for the gifts. Don't forget to check him out, guys. My fellow streamer. he does it, I don't know in which language he does, in Georgian or in English actually, but he's really, really good at fast time control, so do make sure to follow his account. Can we play, bro? Kaiser Prest, thank you for the follow, not on this stream. I will have one specific. So rook takes c4, bishop g2, says white is winning. It says that I'm getting... it's plus 0.5. That's the catch. So if queen takes b6... Okay, that was just a cold-blooded blunder. Ek hartwillig, Gaumar and Nick GL. We take it. And here, come on, man. Where are the mates? For sure I missed it. Knight h3 is the best move, currently. You know, in case of bishop h1, d5 was the annoying part. When you take it with the queen, he goes knight e3. This knight e3 was always killing my thoughts, like every single time. Protects everything altogether. So that's why I thought that I would take it. King comes here and I went for knight g5. I was generally surprised to not see his knight e5. And the plan was to go here and tuck the bishop back and then take the knight on f3. And it's just over because two bishops are killer. His king is wide open on the flank, so it's not happening. Rook c1, check, goes there. Bishop g5, top move. Knight d2. Check. Okay, here's the thing. Knight f3, we spent some time and apparently knight f3 is not mate. But it wins the same way as bishop. So I'll tell you. It's minus 5.92 if I play knight f3. And if I go bishop f3, it's minus 4.63. It's that minimal, actually, the difference, guys, that I just feel like bishop f3 was way more natural. Some of you have mentioned bishop f1, so let's address these things. The thing is that if I move the bishop away from this diagonal, that's why I couldn't do anything, there is queen b7. And I don't have the control over this anymore. So I can't move the queen away. Knight f1 I think was better than knight f3 that you were thinking about. Yeah, knight f3 I will cover that too. Akam dewamdiро ყველაზე კარგად მე ვთამაშობ ქართული TikTok-ზე თქო, ქართულები TikTok-ზე თქო, ოფიციალურად ნომერ 2-ზე გადავე. მადლობა, სავა, მაგრამ ეგრეც ნუ იტყვი. ჩვენი რო თამაშობ. მადლობა ამ რაღაც არ ვიცი რაღაცეებისთვის რა, რასაც აგზავნე, წარმოდგენა არ მაქვს რა არის, მაგრამ მადლობა. Well, that's the catch, guys. If I go... Yeah, bishop e2 at any moment I can do that. Well, I did something similar with bishop f3 without even trading it off. So if I go for knight f3 check, this is where I spend... Okay, knight f1 leads to what? That's what I didn't catch it. If the king goes away, what's my threat? Knight f3 looks like we don't have time to calculate. That's the thing, guys. I really wish I would go for knight f3. Remember during the stream, actually, if you were watching it closely, I was calculating knight f3. But sometimes you just need to make a practical decision. You're down a minute. And what I need to do is that king grabs there. I go for knight h4. King f1. And I can play what? What does it even say? Queen h1, check here. This check. Come on, man. Queen f3. Aha, knight g2. If I take, he takes it there. I go queen g4. It's not mate. I just keep the extra piece. But you know which move is the best in this current situation? Who can take a guess? Are you serious? Bishop f3 by far was the best move, guys. Come on. Why would I calculate all this nonsense? Რას ნოიტყვი, bro? მაგრად მოხოდავ არც. ვეცდები, საბა. არ ვიცი ხალხი უყურებს თუ არა, მაგას ვერ ხედავ, მარტო ჩათი მაქვს გამოტანილი საერთოდ. Sometimes, guys, I'm talking in Georgian as well. I have some viewers in Georgian language too. So it's not like duo stream in both multi-language, but just sometimes I prefer to respond it. Balance-ზე გიგროვდება საჩუქრე და შეგიძლია გააკეშო. აჰა. ო, მადლობა. Mohammed, oh, you're in shape, man. Sending me some weird stuff, jiu-jitsu stuff, actually. Appreciate it, man. Ოდაშვილი გიყვარს, ეს ის ძალიან კაი. მადლობა, საბა, კაი ხარ. როდის აკეთებ ხოლმე სტრიმებს შენ? Following the host. Thank you guys for the follow. So we do need to go for bishop f3. That is way more practical, actually. Just 95, we take it, queen here, knight f3. You know, every single time I was looking for the mate and there was never the opportunity I could go for the checkmate. So, and okay, well, this is just finished. There is nothing major. I'm curious about the game analysis, game review. What does it say? Madlova, Saba, Madlova. I guess the knight check is the best move. Yes, it says, the engine says it. But let's see. What percentage? 94% we have got. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, alright. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just check it out where we are currently, what rating we have got, where we started, where we stopped, etc. Our primo gift debi. Padlova Sava Gaihar. So, what rating do we have? Currently, we have... But we got some rating points here, right? After winning that game. Or we ended up getting to 25-76 right after winning. Hang on. Let's just check out the rating. Yeah, the new rating. Yes. Okay, so 25-76 we have in Rapid. Today was quite good. We managed to get all the wins, and I'll try my best on the next stream to go to 2600. And from there to 2700 and so on. Basically, try to follow me on this journey. Let's enjoy the process together. If you like the content, obviously do follow the channel or subscribe or wherever you are, basically will be good. Bishop f3, my candidate, want to go crazy. 93, yes, these moves were also nice too. Can you beat Hikaru or Magnus? Yes, it is possible to beat them. Understands English too if he's here. So, all I want to say, guys, is I really appreciate your support. I'm still on early stages on my streams, and if you'll be coming here saying hi, following, and giving me some comments about it, I would really love it. My schedule will be from Monday to Friday, actually, this 5 days minimum. I'll be streaming at the same time. So actually, I started my stream 2 hours ago, a bit longer than 2 hours ago, if you're joining right now. So you will know that tomorrow, 2 hours earlier, basically, I'll be starting my stream. Feel free to join. And also, one more thing I want to mention is that for those who are interested to check out the free chess course, I have a weekly training program. Go ahead and check out modernchess.academy website. You'll be seeing this free course weekly program. You can download the PDF file. You can do a lot of good stuff there. On this website, I have plenty of good paid video courses about the openings, middle games, end games. It includes the PGN files as well. It's way more affordable than on any other platform, whatever. You can check it out. And it is really well explained as well. So feel free to browse around. And currently there is like a 50% off on the website. So go ahead and check it out and try to hurry up to get that deal. Start with the free course as well. To sign up, modernchess.academy. What time lock in UAE? GMT +2. Currently it is 11:25 a.m. I think UAE is GMT +4, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for the gifts, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it. And don't forget to follow Mr. Primo, whoever is active currently in the chat. He has a lot of good stuff happening on his live streams, and he has a lot of interactive stuff as well. Follow the host. Thank you guys for the follow. And what else I wanted to say? მერავე არ რეგულარულად სტრიმავ, როცა დრო ჩამევარდა, მაგრამ სამსახურთან და უნისთან ერთად ვიჭედებ. როცა შეძლებ, საბო, როცა შეძლებ. დიდი მადლობა ყველას, ვინც მიყურებდით, დროებით მოვალ შეხვედრამდე. Thank you everyone. See you around. Take care. Bye bye. გვეცდები საბა უცილებლად რომ ეგეც თქვა ხო. No jiu-jitsu courses, the real manly courses you're gonna see. Take care guys. See you tomorrow.